and especially Jimmy Haslam, the owner. Jimmy Haslam has already came out to say that he wasn't going to pick Shedeur. This call was on Andrew Berry. This was Andrew Berry's call to make. This was Andrew Berry's pick. So Andrew Berry pulled the trigger and drafted Shedeur Sanders with the 144th pick in the 5th round.
Really, really good job. Proud of you.
Cool.
Really, really nice job.
You're not fully proud, kinda.
I'm
kinda proud.
Look, for your first shot, was it perfect? No, but you made plays, you operated, so it just stacked.
I love when you tell the facts, dude. No, but it's okay. It's okay.
Listen, you did a nice job.
Jimmy Haslam did not want Shedeur Sanders. That was the word out of the building. This was not his call. He made that clear. The pick belonged to the GM, and Drew Berry owned it. He pulled the trigger. He drafted Shedeur with pick 144 in the 5th round. And that single move has set off the biggest front office controversy Cleveland has seen in years. If you love real NFL drama and straight talk, then hit like and subscribe right now, because we are diving into the Brown saga. That just went nuclear, and it all centers on Shedeur Sanders. Because when you go against your owner on a quarterback, you better be right. And if you are wrong, you may not survive the fallout. At a hot mic on the sideline, at a preseason spotlight, at a rival rookie who stumbled. The pressure just got real for everyone in Berea. Let me take you inside the room. Draft day 3. The clock is grinding. Name after name, round after round. Shedeur Sanders is still sitting there. This is the same quarterback who carried Colorado through one of the most watched seasons in college football. The lights were bright. The pressure was constant. The kid kept showing up. Yet teams passed. Analysts shrugged. Doubt piled up. Now, picture the Browns' war room. Tension you could cut with a knife. Jimmy Haslam has seen enough failed quarterback swings to last a lifetime. He was done with what he viewed as drama. He did not want the son of prime time. He did not want the media circus. He did not want the baggage that people always say comes with the Sanders name. He made his position clear. Andrew Berry saw something else. He stared at the tape. He saw timing. He saw command. He saw a player everyone else was missing. So when pick 144 hit the board, he made the call. He took Shedeur. Cameras caught the faces, mixed reactions, a flash of shock, a flash of defiance. That was the moment Berry bet his job on a quarterback the league had overlooked. The whispers started right away. Sources close to the team said the owner was furious, not mildly annoyed, not surprised, furious. They said the GM had gone rogue on a high-profile pick. They said bringing in Deion Sanders' son would mean headlines and heat no matter what. This was no ordinary 5th rounder. This was a magnet for noise. Then came camp. Every throw Shedeur made got dissected. Every rep got graded. Every day felt like an audition on a stage he did not ask for. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel was supposed to be the plan, the intended franchise quarterback, the guy the staff pictured in that long-term role, but the camp reports were rough, interceptions, shaky timing, inconsistent rhythm, the ball floated, the reads lagged. Shedeur was with the third stringers. He did not flinch, no interceptions, clean pocket presence, a steady base. He dropped timing throws that made coaches stop mid-sentence. The arm strength the doubters questioned looked just fine. He threaded balls into tight windows. He hit receivers in stride. He looked like he belonged. Then fate turned the volume up. Gabriel picked up hamstring tightness. The door creaked open. Suddenly the quarterback the owner did not want was getting the start in the first preseason game. Carolina on the other sideline, national eyes on the first snap. Many in that building thought this was Andrew Berry's worst nightmare. Start the kid the owner opposed. Start him on a big stage. Start him with your own job hanging in the balance. Shedeur did what he does. He played ball. He went 12 for 18. 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 carries for 19 yards, 3 scoring drives, a 30-19 win. Not just a win, a statement. The throws were crisp. The decisions were clean. The operation was smooth. He looked like he belonged in an NFL uniform, and he looked comfortable doing it. And then came the clip. The hot mic, the moment that has the NFL buzzing. And Drew Berry was mic'd up with Shedeur on the sideline. The audio hit the timeline and went viral. Really good. Proud of you. That is Berry. Calm voice. Controlled energy. Cool. That is Shedeur. Then he pushes back with that Sanders confidence. You are not fully proud. Kind of this. No, I am proud. Look, pretty close. It was not perfect, but you made plays. You operated. Just stack. That is Barry again, keeping him grounded, keeping him focused on the work. I love when you tell the facts, dude. Shedeur fires back. He is feeling it. He is staying locked in. Listen, you did a nice job. Take what you learned from tonight. Apply it to the joint practices. Then the next race. That is Barry, coach voice on. Teacher voice on. You the real player now. I am going to bring that sauce to you. That is Shedeur. Swagger, confidence, a promise. I know you are. I know. Really good job. That is a great start. That is Barry. Proud, direct, clear. He said it felt more real now. He said it on the sideline. In the moment, he knew what he had just done. To most fans, that sounded like a wholesome moment. A GM and a rookie sharing a win. But if you understand NFL politics, you heard something else. You heard a GM who made a controversial pick, letting the world know he believed in it. You heard a man who went against his owner, having a silent "I told you so" moment in front of cameras. And mix, and you can guess how that landed upstairs. Reports say Haslam was seeing red. Think about the spot Barry put his owner in. The owner told people he did not want Shedeur. He made that clear. Then the kid goes out there and outplays the intended starter. He leads scoring drives. He wins a game. He gets praised by the GM who defied ownership to draft him. Every highlight is a reminder. And Barry was right. Jimmy Haslam was wrong. That is bruising. That is dangerous for any owner who wants control over personnel. The leaks kicked up again. Sources started telling insiders that Haslam was now questioning Barry's overall judgment. Not just on the Sanders pick, on bigger roster calls. The phrase lack of alignment started to float around. The word insubordination made the rounds. That is how power fights sound in the NFL. Careful language, sharp edges. Meanwhile, Shedeur kept stacking days. He did not gloat. He did not talk trash. He did not call out the teams that passed on him. He showed up. He worked. His interviews were composed. His body language was steady. The reports kept coming. Leadership beyond his years. Calm voice in the huddle. Brady-like pocket presence. Move a step. Reset the base. Fire on time. That is what coaches crave. Each smooth rep from Shedeur turned the heat up on Gabriel. Every wobble from Gabriel made that fifth-rounder look more like a first-round talent. The pressure started to mount in the meeting rooms, on the practice field, in the executive office. And that is the knife edge for Barry. If Shedeur keeps climbing, if he keeps making plays, if he looks like a franchise quarterback found at pick 144, then Barry becomes untouchable. You cannot fire the GM who found your guy in the fifth. You cannot cut the architect of the steal that saves your season, especially when the owner did not want that player. But if Shedeur falters, if the magic wears off, if the rookie mistakes multiply, if the weaknesses the scouts flag show up on tape, then the narrative flips hard. Barry becomes the GM who used a pick on a publicity stunt. The GM who ignored his owner and lost. That is the razor line. Right now, Shedeur is dealing with an oblique issue. That is what the team has indicated. The plan is to keep him out of the next preseason game. You can be sure the owner will watch every snap Dylan Gabriel takes. He will hope his instincts were right. He will hope Barry's bet looks like desperation and not inspiration. That is how high the stakes are now. There is an irony here that you cannot ignore. Shedeur Sanders has been proving people wrong forever. In high school, they said he got attention because of his last name. He won. In college, they said he could not handle the pressure of rebuilding a program. He walked into Colorado and changed the culture overnight. In the draft, they let 143 names go first. He stood up and used it. He has always fed off doubt. Now he is at the center of a front office power struggle. He is playing for an owner who did not want him. He is being backed by a GM who bet his career on him. And the kid acts like he knows exactly how this ends. Calm, focused, confident. Every rep he takes is a new data point. Every throw he completes is another piece of evidence for Barry. Every mistake Dylan Gabriel makes turns up the volume on the pressure that is already loud. This is a live test for a franchise that has been desperate to find the answer at quarterback and to find alignment at the top. The real question is not can Shedeur play. The Carolina game already answered that. The real question is how far Barry's job security is tied to Shedeur's rise. That sideline exchange told you everything. Barry said, "I know you are," after Shedeur promised to bring that sauce. That is not casual talk. That is a GM all-in. Let us be clear about the big picture. This story is not just about a depth chart. It is about power and respect. It is about who gets the final say inside the building. Should owners have a hard veto on every pick? Or should GMs have the freedom to make a controversial call when their board says the value is too Good to pass. That is the tug of war in Cleveland, and it is playing out in public. Think about the optics from here. If Shedeur keeps stacking efficient quarters, if he keeps showing command with the third unit, if he gets a run with the twos or the ones and the offense hums, and Drew Barry's vision takes center stage, the highlight reels become his shield. Every touchdown drive becomes another reason to trust the GM over the fear of a media circus. But it goes the other way too. If the oblique lingers, if the timing goes cold, if the next outing looks shaky, the voices that want it safe and simple will get louder. They will say this was about clicks and not football. They will point back at the owner's warning. They will use the hot mic as proof that the GM was taking a victory lap too soon. And yet the tape from Carolina will not vanish. 12 of 18, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 scoring drives. A clean operation, a real NFL look. That matters, that travels. Quarterback is about consistency. It is also about moments. That first moment landed, you can track the human piece too. Shedeur shows quiet confidence, no extra talk, simple lines, clear purpose. He lives in the pocket with a calm face. He trusts his footwork. He throws with rhythm. That is why the Brady-like label is sticking, not because of rings, because of the way he moves in the pocket, because of how he resets and rips, because of the way he leads. Dylan Gabriel has a path as well. He can reset, he can protect the ball, he can get healthy. He can fight to reclaim the plan the staff had for him. He can change the story. But the clock is ticking, the owner is watching. The building feels the pull. So where does this go next? That depends on 3 things. 1. How fast Shedeur's oblique calms down. 2. What Gabriel does with the snaps in front of him. 3. Whether Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Barry stay aligned when the pressure hits. If Shedeur steps back on the field and looks like the same steady QB, the noise will get loud. If Gabriel cleans it up and posts clean tape, the staff can take a breath. If the front office stays unified, the storm may pass, but make no mistake. The story is rolling, the owner's stance is on record, the GM's belief is on record, the hot mic is on record, and the rookie just put a clean debut on record. That is a lot of ink in a single month. Here is what I believe. Results will decide this. They always do. If Shedeur keeps delivering drives like he did against Carolina, if he keeps showing that calm pocket game, if he keeps stacking good decisions, Andrew Barry could save his job with the same pick that put it at risk. That is the beautiful irony. The son of prime time may prove that the best picks are sometimes the ones that make ownership uncomfortable. That the smartest G-Miz are the ones who bet on talent that others overlooked. Now I want to hear from you. Was Andrew Barry a genius for seeing what 31 other teams missed? Or did he get lucky when his gamble paid off? Should owners have the final say over every pick? Or should G-Miz have the freedom to make a bold move when they truly believe in a player? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be heard. If you are locked in on this story and want front row seats to every twist, then hit like and subscribe. Tap the bell so you do not miss the next chapter. Because with Shedeur Sanders in the middle of a power struggle, this is just getting started.
Thanks for staying informed with us. If you found this update helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, share the video with others who should know, and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you're always first to hear the latest breaking stories.